it's your girl, Lady Brown Sugar, and I welcome you back to my channel. And today I have with me
Destiny.
Yes. So, how was your day? Are you surviving out here with everything that's going on? I hope so. So today, tell them what we have.
Today we have, I have chili cheese dog with onions, ketchup and mustard, and I have some fries with ketchup. And she has a chili dog with onions, ketchup, mustard, and then side fries with ketchup on them as well. And it's a drink. I have the sparkling water. It's called Black Cherry.
And I am drinking grape juice. So let's get into this prayer and then let's get into this food. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you once again for your grace and your mercy, Lord. We thank you how you continue to watch over us, Lord. And I ask you, Lord, that those who are watching this video, Lord, I'm asking, Lord, to go into homes and bless them, Lord. Whatever it is that their hearts desire, I ask you to give it to them, Lord. And I ask you, Lord, to bless this food that we're about to receive. In your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, how your day been?
It's been chill. How your day is?
It's been pretty decent.
Y'all, I said it's been chill, but let me backtrack. It's been a little hectic. Like, social media has been off the charts today with this whole outage. Then Apple want to release their new phone, and I got 11 Pro Max. So every time they release a phone, my phone just act dumber and dumber.
That's because they want you to get the new phone. That's all that is. Point blank.
I'm gonna get it. It's cheaper.
Well, I think today, since the social media has been down, our computers at work was like really running slow. It kept on glitching.
Yeah, Grandma's computer glitched today. Her whole screen went black.
Oh yeah, see. And I was just like, I was in the middle of working with a client, and my computer just froze. Like it wouldn't do anything, and I was like, oh my goodness.
But even before today, like I said, like
It's been acting crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
And yes, y'all, I have a whole lot of onions on my hot dog. I ain't kissing nobody. I love onions. I love me some onions. Onions on everything. I love them.
I ain't kissing nobody either, so. Hello.
What y'all been up to, though? For y'all who may be in college, younger, older, whoever, how's it going? Are y'all passing classes, struggling, in between? I could say I'm in between because medical field ain't easy.
No, it's not. Oh, and by the way, we only eat ballpark beef.
Yes. We don't do those hot dogs that be mixed with pork, chicken. Can't do it. Can't eat it. If y'all invite me to the cookout, I'm bringing my own hot dogs.
Facts. So, I guess the hot topics lately has been
I'm scared what you got to say.
Kelly, R. Kelly,
Man.
Kelly Price.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kelly's on a trip now.
any more Kellys want to get involved? But let's start with Kelly Price. I don't know if you know the whole situation with that. I don't fully know the whole situation with that. But from my understanding, her family reported her missing because they hadn't heard from her since she was released from the hospital. And so they had filed a missing person report. And they was like, they couldn't find her. But then, it's like Kelly appears and said that she was at home and that, let's backtrack a little bit. All right, so, you know, her grandma died. So I guess, you know, she was struggling with the fact that her grandmother died. And then Kelly caught COVID. So apparently she had ended up in the hospital. Apparently she had flatlining, which means died, for those who don't know what that means.
Real?
Yes.
I didn't know.
And she said that she had died, and then when she did come to, she was surrounded by doctors. Or whatnot. And supposedly they released her from the hospital and sent her home.
After she died?
This is her story. I don't know.
Maybe that's all she could remember.
Well, she said that she had flatlined, and then when she came 2 days later, that she was surrounded by doctors. And then...
So she was in a coma for 2 days?
Well, I don't know how many days it was.
Okay.
She just said several days.
Okay.
I don't think she ever, like, gave exactly how many days. But, you know, she was,
She might not remember.
she was out for several days.
Yeah.
And when she woke up, she was surrounded by doctors. And that the doctors basically was like, you know, she was doing better or whatever. So they released her from the hospital or whatever. When they released her from the hospital, they had to set up for people to come over and help take care of her or whatever. The reason she said they released her from the hospital was because they needed the beds.
Oh, okay. I did hear that they kicking people out as soon as you, like...
Right, because they have no space. They have no, like, ICU has been so full that people who actually needs to be in ICU for things other than COVID has not been able to get the treatment that's needed. But, however, so she went home and they had people coming to her house to help take care of her and everything like that. And what I'm confused about is, why none of your family knew that you was at home? Like, why?
Hold on, Mom.
Why, move your cup.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all in y'all face. Okay.
It's gonna keep doing it because the cup gonna be right there. So why like there was no communication with your family? Well, also I didn't know that she was married.
I don't know. Y'all, I'm sorry. I do not be in tune with the world. So I know who Kelly Price is, but I don't know who Kelly Price is. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Well,
I don't know really nothing about her. What is she?
she's a singer.
Okay, so what's she R&B, gospel?
She does both.
Okay. Y'all, I know y'all probably like, she should know this. I don't be in the mix. I can mix with people my age, but like people older than me, I'd be like, who's that?
You have heard her music. But, okay, so your family hasn't heard from you. She was like, so they reported her missing. Her daughter was like, she hadn't heard from her or anything like that. So apparently Kelly said that she got tired of people coming to her house, knocking on her door, disturbing her all day and night. She couldn't get no rest. Yeah, and that backtrack to that, the doctor told her that she needed to get rest and all that stuff so her body could heal, whatever. Which, once you catch COVID, it takes a big toll on your body. and it doesn't just
Especially if she died.
get over it overnight. This can be a lifetime situation where you're going to be dealing with this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So anyways, so Kelly was like, she got tired of everybody knocking on her door, calling her and stuff like that. So her and her husband end up going away and like kind of like hiding away from everybody or whatever. Once again, why have you not talked to your family?
Maybe those were the people who were getting on her nerves.
But still, okay, so once social media started flaring up with all this she was missing and stuff, why you didn't contact your family and say, hey, I'm good, I'm okay?
Now that I understand where you come
from. I don't understand why that didn't take place. Okay, so anyways, it was people out here arguing and fussing over about the fact of her, why she was missing, leave her alone, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, your family should have known, that you was okay, that you was alive, whatever. You won't kidnapped, beat up, dead up in the car somewhere. And so she finally surfaced and she did like an interview, and she was just like, I flatlined, and she basically said, what the doctor said and all of that. And she was like, it ain't what it seems. She ain't talked to her sister in a year or stuff like that. Like, they won't messaging each other and stuff like that. And it ain't what it looked like. And her daughter and stuff, like, she tried to act like her daughter and stuff was using her to just like say stuff and all of this. And the daughter came out on social media was like, no, it is not even like that. She was like, pray for our family.
You said using her? Like trying to use her name to get fame?
I don't know, like manipulating her and stuff like that. But if she a grown tell girl, why would it take somebody to do that? And why would they use the fact that she was missing? I don't know if they was trying to say it was like for clout or whatever, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. But at the end of the day, people, like when you out here in the spotlight, you got to understand that people care.
Not even in the spotlight.
And well, start it off first. If you're out here in the spotlight and you are someone that people look up to, role model, listen to, whatever you want to call it, people care about you. It's not really that the fact that they're trying to get in your business. It's the fact that they want to know that you okay. They want to make sure that you good. The whole nine yards. If you tell somebody that you got COVID, people don't understand. Like one day you can be feeling good, the next day you could feel terrible. There's been people who thought they was getting over and then died within a couple of days. So you have people worried about you because they think like, okay, maybe she was released from the hospital. Maybe she could have died in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to understand that people care. It's not about they trying to be all in your business. It's that people genuinely do care. So, next time it's just like, just let people know you good. Let people know you're okay. When they said that you was missing, like, you got to understand. When they file a missing person report, that doesn't stop until you actually go in front of the police and say, ta-da, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So that, so basically, that has to be done. Like, you got to show face in the police department. Yeah. Or she should have called the police and say, look, I'm okay. Can you come by my house so you can see that I'm good, or wherever she was at, to let them know that she was good. But yeah, some people just got to understand that. I understand you might not want people on your face, but it's just out of respect of, just letting people know that you're good, you okay, or whatever the case may be. But that's enough about her. This R. Kelly situation. What do you feel about the R. Kelly situation? As I bite my hot dog.
I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of people on here who don't agree with me, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree. But I feel like that
Make it a mess.
not only should he be charged, I feel like the parents should be charged. And whoever
Facts.
was them guardians should be charged. His ex-wife now should be charged because of the simple fact she played a part. She might not have invited them girls, but she stayed in the house and knew what was going on all them years. So
I don't even think it was just the fact. Were they even?
hold on, y'all. Okay.
Was it even the fact that they was at his house?
Yeah, I mean, they were at his house. The girls came out and said that they were at his house. If I'm not mistaken, y'all.
'Cause I know they said they was at the studio. And
No,
stuff
they was
too.
at his house. I don't want to like put any false information out there because it's been so long since I watched the documentary. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But they were saying that they was at his house because remember, some girls was like they couldn't go out at the same time. They had to go to the bathroom. They had to like let him know, like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. Then they was using the bathroom in the buckets and stuff like that.
Nasty.
So, like, they was at his house. Now I don't know if they was in the basement or what, but I'm sure he lived in the big house. But regardless of the fact, I do feel like his ex-wife, whoever she is, she should be charged along with him because she knew all these years what was going on. And if she did not like what was going on, as a woman, you see all these young women in your house and what he's doing to these young women, whether you were scared or not, I would have played my role because obviously he might not have been keeping her captive. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on that. But if I know he was holding me captive and I was free to walk in and out that house, I would walk out that house and never come back, and the police would be there. That would have been a plan. Like, she had so many ways to stop what he was doing, but she waited all this time to now want to say something and want to play a victim. Yes, she might have been a victim in some parts, but she knew exactly what he was doing, when he was doing it, and this, that, and the third. She could have been stopped that. So she needs to be charged as well. And as far as these kids, well, they're not kids anymore, but as far as their parents goes, I don't know, because I'm going to put it like this. I'm 21 years old. And when I was 13, 14, 12, 11, how old I was, my mom will drop me off in no studio to be with no man. She won't.
Nope. And still ain't gonna do it now at her age.
She won't. Okay. So I don't know. And then y'all want to talk about how we all fast now and how we want to do this, do that. But back then, y'all was dropping y'all kids off. But now, y'all want to be strict.
I feel like it has to be something involved with this. I feel like they sold their kids to him. I feel like it was a money thing. I feel like it was a fame thing. I feel like it was a thing to say, oh, my child was with R. Kelly, or we've been around R. Kelly. We got free into the concert. So it had to be something involved. Because,
but even then, it's just kind of like, I'm going to put this information out there.
Yeah, you can. Like she whispering. I know y'all heard everything she said.
Well, I was a little girl. My mama, they offered my mama a whole bunch of money, and I'm still here with her today. So obviously, she didn't give them that money. So therefore, it don't matter. Love is more than money. Love, your daughter, your son, your child should mean more to you than some fame, some clout, and some money. And if it don't, that just put it right there. And it's sad to say, whatever happened to your child, you're facing those consequences for a reason, because you just proved to the world that money and fame and clout meant more to you than your own child. And now that you're figuring out what's going on and that your child is now with this man, you want to, oh, I miss my child, da, 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 da.
Well, they had to know what was going on. I don't care what nobody says. Like I said, I still feel like it was money involved in this. Money, something was involved with this, because to let your child go out and be around grown tail men, I wish I thought. I don't even want my child, I don't care if you family, don't be up in their face, don't sit in their lap, don't be jumping around on them, don't be hugged all up on them. Hell no.
Yeah,
I'm not playing that.
Sit up. My mom was strict on me, But like that made me who I am today. But I'm telling you now,
if I
like,
see your child doing that,
she will get on you.
like,
She's got
why,
on somebody.
why is your child sitting in that man's lap? If she don't get her up,
she's got.
and I've had a mama tell me, and this was in a church. We up in a church at rehearsal, and it was this girl.
These hot dogs good. Yo.
They busting, right?
Uh-huh.
It was a girl. She have this lady. She has all girls. So it was this grown man. I'm telling you, her daughter was literally up in his lap just to jump her. And he's sitting back grinning with this big old grin on his face, enjoying her jumping all over him. We up in church now. And so I went to the mom first, and I was like, ma'am, I ain't calling her name, so she gonna be ma'am today. Ma'am, look at your daughter. What? What's wrong? Why is she up there jumping on him? Oh, she having fun. Ain't nothing wrong. What? Ma'am. Really?
The thing of it is that people have to realize, and you don't think like it will never happen to you, but it can be the people that you're closest with.
Yes.
Who enjoy the little things that
they get
your
pleasure.
child may do. And
rubbing on them.
You're not realizing like, oh, this person, he just happy because he love kids or she love kids. It could be women too. They love kids and and this is why they're, happy to be around kids. But you just never know. It's so many instances where you have seen stories and you just like, dang, I would have never thought this person would do this. Mm-hmm. They've been a man once. And it's okay for somebody to be overprotective. They could be overprotective. That's a good thing. Because let me have a daughter and she thinks she's going to be around some boy, around some man.
Yeah, well, needless to say, the mama didn't do anything. She was just letting him do it. And he just sitting up there with this biggest grin on his face.
And that's how you know, like, even, like, I'm sorry, y'all, but it's nasty.
It is.
It's very nasty for these men, these little, even women, to be, like, fantasizing about little kids. Because they don't get action or they don't get this, they don't have that. So they're craving that. And they know little kids, not a lot of them, not all little kids are friendly, but majority of them, they're open to you. If you show them love and affection, I like you. I want to be with this person all the time. I want to be with this person all the time. Just watch y'all kids, y'all. Don't be like them parents. Don't let a celebrity, not saying all celebrities are like that, but this world is very crooked. Do not let fame, money, clout take you away from your child.
Yeah.
Because, of course, y'all know I got little vocals, you know what I'm saying? Let an R&B singer slide up in my DMs talking about something. Destiny, come be on my album. Come be a video girl. Bye.
But anyway, so yeah, like I was saying. But
my mama gonna be on the flight with me.
You're right. Yeah, so I immediately was like, she didn't say nothing to the child, but I went up there, I was like, get your tail down.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, sometimes you just have to step in and be responsible for other people's kids because they ain't got the common sense to be responsible for their own child. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't having that. Like, no. Like, no, I don't play that stuff. My daughter would tell you, no. Don't be up in no man's face. No, ma'am. Do not be touching no man. Don't be sitting in his lap. I don't care if it's your cousin, your uncle, your nephew. I don't care.
The only man lap I sat in was my granddaddy's. And my mama didn't even let me sit in Santa Claus lap.
You don't.
I just like,
Lord.
But nah, for real, like, the only man that when I was younger was my granddaddy.
That's it.
That's the only man's life I ever sat on. And my granddaddy loved that man. But every time.
I didn't play that stuff.
Granddaddy. Not even my uncles, like.
No.
My mama.
I would look at them sideways, like.
My mom went everywhere.
And I'm not saying there was anything wrong with anybody. Mm-mm. It was just, me being protective over my child. I don't care who you were. Like, no, even with women, like my daughter, like we'll go to the grocery store.
Oh my
This when
gosh.
she was a baby. And like, why would I be 20 something years old walking around in a grocery store with the baby doll?
Now, let's reference what she's saying. We do understand we have individuals who do have like behavioral issues where they're
And
older,
we're not talking about that.
where they're older
No.
and they revert back to where their childhood where they carry dolls and stuff. That's nothing wrong with that. But you also, as a person with common sense, can tell that that person has some type of, problem.
Yes.
And that's fine. But as a person that you can see that, there's nothing wrong with her.
Mm-mm.
Why would she be carrying me around?
Why would I be like walking around with a baby doll in a basket? And the lady was like, "Oh, this is a beautiful baby doll. Okay, thank you for the compliment, but this is a real baby." And then she was like, "Ooh, can I pick child? If you touch my child, you're gonna come back with nubs. No, don't touch my
My
child."
mama said they was trying to steal me.
They tried to steal it. We was having a yard sale. This lady pulls up in the yard right beside where we had her laying on a blanket just playing with her toys and stuff. And mind you, I'm in distance to reach. The lady pulls her car right up beside her blanket, jumps out the car. Instead of her going toward the stuff that we had for the yard sale, she goes directly to my child. Like, "Oh, can I... Like, what is you smoking on, honey? What you mean can you have her?" "No, ma'am, you can have your tail whipped out here. What you can have, you must get back in your car and keep it moving." I don't understand I know we was talking about R. Kelly, but people, what I don't understand is how you parents, yes, I said you parents, let your kids just go anywhere. Y'all let them go over everybody's house. Y'all let them go all these different places. You don't know where your child at. Y'all don't know whose house they're going into. You don't know nothing about the parents. You don't know who they got up in the house. You don't know nothing.
I tried it.
She tried it. Yeah, she did. And it was at somebody at the church. And that was the only reason why I allowed her to even go. Because you know how people play that role like, oh, they so strict and they this and they that. This is how this lady played that role. She was so strict and she didn't play this and she didn't play that. And we went to church together. That was the only reason why she went over the house. She tried it. And what happened?
My mama beat me in front of my friend.
I beat her. Yes, I did. Locked me up.
She beat me in front of my friend.
The whole neighborhood was out there. And yes, I don't play that. And
Well, also, I'm going to say this. Another reason why my mama beat me is because this girl that I was friends with, like, we cool, like, we cordial to this day, but she lied to her mama and told her mama something that was a blank lie. And I'm like, to this very day, I want to ask her, like, why did you lie to my mama? Because you're the main reason why I got beaten. Because why did you lie to her? But
no, mind you, y'all. No, but it wasn't even just that. It was the fact that I came off the road like from an hour away because I had to go sing and do a concert. And then later on that night, I had to go work a party. Now, mind you, it was late at night. It was 11 o'clock, 10:30. No, it was between 10 and 11 because the party was like at...
Excuse me.
11 or something like that. I don't know. It was between 10 and 11.
It was late.
It was late. Pitch black outside.
Yeah.
Something told me to pull up because I kept calling her. She wouldn't answer her phone. You know how you call somebody and they keep on ignoring your call? Okay, don't ignore my call. Because let me tell you something. I would wreck shop this whole freaking city. I would shut it all down.
I don't ignore my mama's phone call unless I'm on the phone with somebody important, like a job or something. Now, anyways. But at the time, I didn't have my phone. If y'all remember the Androids back in the day, I say back in the day like I'm old.
You old.
But back when I was like 12, 11 or something, I had an Android phone. And my Android phone, I don't know why, but I used to keep my phone in my bra. So it's summertime. I'm walking around. It got water damage in it, so my phone never stayed charged. So me being me, not thinking, I leave my phone at my friend's house plugged up because it never stayed charged. It had water damage. I needed a new phone. So I leave, and my friends, they're still in the house. It's a whole long story. Long story short, my friend was in the house, and she kept declining my mom's phone call instead of her just saying, hey, Destiny is outside. She could have told my mama where I was at. I don't have to have that for my mama. I was outside. That's all she had to say. But instead, she declined it like my mama, her mama, and she know my mama don't play. She's a Sagittarius. They're crazy.
Anyway, and you Gemini and what? And so, like, I pulled up over at the house. Like, I see the little girls, and I was like, where's Destiny at? She left. She's been gone since 5 o'clock. We ain't seen her. She over such and such's house and blah, blah. What? I said, well, where's your grandma? Because first of all, you ain't even supposed to be in Lynchburg. You're supposed to be in a whole nother city. Where your grandma at? Oh, let me go get her. She come out there. I said, you got 2.999 seconds to get my daughter right here. And then I'm going to start whipping everybody's butt. And that's not what I said. But I said I'm about to be whipping everybody. By that time, everybody in the neighborhood came outside looking and stuff. And they was like, calm down. No, don't tell me to calm down. Where my child at? Where my child at? And I told the grandma, yes, ma'am, you got 2.99 seconds to get my child here. And I'm going to start whipping your tail and their tail. I'm going to tell you, I was counting down, too. Next thing I know.
And at .999, I was walking down the street.
Yeah. And as soon as I seen her, I started whipping that tail.
Yeah.
Because I don't play. And I whipped her tail all the way to the party.
And then,
and every time I thought about it, I whipped her tail. I would go inside the party, work the party, come out the car, whoop her tail again. I was mad. I was hot.
And then also on top of that, I left my mom and kicked me out the house. And I went to go stay with my godparents. My mom was so mad because the girl lied. So my mama thought I was doing something other than what I was really doing. But we're not going to get into that. So she was so mad that she was like, you going to your godparents' house. So I stayed at my godparents' house. I was there for a good minute. I know it was. Till my mom was calmed down. I was like, are you coming to the house? I mean, like, my mom.
Because every time I thought about it, like, let me tell you something. Every time I thought about it, I wanted to beat her. Because I was like, do you understand what happens to little girls? Do you understand that you don't even have to be doing anything? Do you understand parents out here? Do you understand you could be dead? Do you understand? Like, parents, come on now. Y'all need to start doing better with y'all's kids. Don't have them if you don't want to deal with them.
But that was my first and my last time.
Oh, yes, it was.
I ain't playing with Mama again.
No. No. And I tell you, that whole night, I had to wreck that party. Every time I thought about it, I went out there and beat her. Because it was sitting here like, I could be burying my child right now. You know, and then we go back to church. The lady want to talk. Don't speak to me because you about to get knocked down in church. Because don't play with my child. Because you let your rugrats do whatever they want to do. You don't play with this one right here. She's 21 years old. And I still, no.
She like, Esther, where you at? What you doing?
Because I will pull up on you in a heartbeat.
She like, where you at? I be like, Mom, you just asked me that.
Mama, don't be asking me what I'm doing.
I be like, Mama,
can I just go out without you keep texting me and whatever? I mean, I have got better. Don't play.
Yeah, she has. Like, I can't lie. Except for the last time I went out, she was texting me every 30 minutes. Where you at? What you doing?
Because what I want her to.
But also in the city that we are at, it has been a lot of like killings, murders going on. So recently. So like she did cut back, but because a whole lot's been going on, and me, ever since I get a car, I can't stay in the house.
No.
So she now has been like, all right, I need to check in with her every 30 minutes to an hour because I need to know that she all right.
It's not even every 30 minutes. It's just
I be exaggerating. It's really be like every hour. And
it's not even that. I like every once, well, like if she's been gone for a minute, like I might check in on her like every hour and a half or something like that. Like, you good, you okay? Especially when I hear sirens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with the pandemic still going on, it's really nothing really out here to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody out here they're doing some crazy stuff. Just crazy. And there's so many black women that are missing. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many that every time I get on Facebook, it's like, have you seen this person? And these are not just little kids. Let's get that correct. Let's straight that right now. It's just not little kids. It's grown women, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s that's missing. So yeah, at the end of the day, like, you just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful of who you have your kids around, who you around. To be honest with you, because at the end of the day, it's just so many people out here that's on some shady stuff. You don't know where they're going or what their thoughts are. People who you think you can trust, you can't trust. So at the end of the day, yeah, I know we was talking about R. Kelly, but at the end of the day, like, yes, just like she said, I do feel like the parents should be responsible. Also, because how can you give your child to a grown man to go anywhere?
And then not even that. It seemed, as far as how I'm viewing it, it seemed like y'all didn't care until after they started coming out one by one.
It's like it's a money thing. But the
Like,
man ain't even got no money.
Yeah, he had negative $2 million now.
Anyway, he gets what comes to him. And I seen a thing on Facebook the other day that said, are you going to still listen to his music? And then the response was, yeah, he ain't do nothing to me. I can't knock him. The man got some good music.
He do. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm just not on that train, because y'all have to understand also. Look at how many artists talk about murdering somebody, killing somebody, doing this and that to somebody,
no respect for people,
to do something, and yet y'all still listen to their music. So just because he did it, and you don't even know what people have done in their life that they don't talk about. So
right.
These rappers, they could did something that R. Kelly did. Yet y'all still rap every lyric, every verse, every chorus.
Yeah.
Y'all know it.
So at the end of the day, look, just be careful of who you have your kids around, their surroundings, where they go. Just be careful of yourself also. We grown people, but at the end of the day, like, it's not like we can't get it too, you know? So I hope, we've been talking and talking. I hope that, you know, you have caught
This is a good subject to talk about. We go on and on about it, because it's something that people need to open their eyes to and stop trying to be blind.
Yeah, and I want to also touch on, but we're going to do this at another time. Like, you know, we've been talking about people, you know, letting the kids go play. But we really need to get back and focus on that. Because, you know, y'all got y'all's kids even around your family members, and they doing some shady stuff. But we're going to save that for another time.
Yeah, we're going to save that, because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about on that subject. And we're going to put in the title trigger warning, because I'm going to get deep, because I have some stuff I have to get off my chest. So stay tuned.
So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed what you heard today. Comment down below what your input or what your thoughts is.
And you can disagree to agree. It's
exactly.
Okay.
It is what it is. We ain't mad at you. We still love you. But anything else you want to say?
Nope. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Wear a mask. Vaccinated. Unvaccinated.
It's your choice. Just be safe. So with that being said, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter under Lady Brown Sugar, or either Lady Brown Sugar 21, and that's spelled LADIBROWNSUGA, and then LADIBROWNSUGA, the number 21. And all of that stuff will be in the description down below. So from now on, she over here rocking, y'all.
I'm cold.
Stay blessed and be a blessing. Peace.
Peace.